Hey, I just haven't updated you in a while and thought I would go ahead and do that. Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the ghost that just shut my door. Also, I'm washing my sheets because tomorrow we are gonna go up to. Well, that's a whole lot of context. Okay, a lot has happened recently in the past week. The context is last year my grandfather passed away, and so for Father's Day, my aunt and my grandmother really want to go up to his like burial site and leave some flowers there and just like talk and take a day to remember him and his life. That's super sweet. Originally, it was supposed to also coincide with a traditional family campout that our family does in that area, but then, like, yesterday, they canceled our reservation and said they were closing the park, and we're like, shoot, okay. Which fair, like, I was really bummed about it at the time, but the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, yeah, I guess that's probably the right call because I feel very weird about going outside right now with COVID still going on. So, and thankfully, I feel a lot better about this trip now, these updated plans where we're going to go just my grandmother, me, and my aunt. We're going to meet up there at the gravesite, which is in a rather remote location, and then get a hotel, which Grandma and I are still kind of sketchy about. Like, we're bringing our old N95 masks, which, fun fact, we've kept our N95 masks from when we sanded the floor in this household. So we've been using the same ones for like 3 months now. So they're probably not very effective. I mean, I wear a cloth mask generally, but in a situation where there's like an actual, I don't know, just like a hotel room right now, we're like, so we're bringing our own sheets to sandwich ourselves in, where buttloads of hand sanitizer. Like, we're going to try and be as safe as possible with this. And I'm going to vlog it on my phone as opposed to my big camera. I might still bring this big camera just in case I get the idea to, like, I don't know, film some kind of video there in the hotel room, because I love the aesthetic of hotel room videos. I don't know, it's just, I guess I have really good childhood memories of being in hotels, and so it's kind of like when you smell sunblock, and it just instantly activates good memories. At least that's how it is to me. I just saw a TikTok where someone kept a bottle of sunscreen by their bed, and if they ever just needed a whiff of happiness, they would spray just a little bit and just. So there's a potential idea. Anyway, so that's kind of the big updates, and that's why I'm washing my sheets, because then my aunt is coming down with us and is going to stay at our house for a week, because my poor aunt, she's been through so much stress, and she's been self-quarantining, we've been quarantining, so I think it's okay for her to come down. And that's going to be a good for her and for us. It's just going to be nice to see another face, you know? Fun fact, when quarantine started, I started making a video like, this is day 1 log of quarantine, this is day 2 log. And now it's been like a month and a half since the last time I updated that. And even now I'm like, am I even going to release this anywhere? Because like, it's not that interesting to watch anymore. I don't know. That might be a dud. I'm going to still continue to film for it, I guess. But it was basically just more of this. So that's all the fun stuff. Now it's time for the not so fun stuff. I hope I'm even in focus. My mental status, because it hasn't been doing great lately. I have kind of settled into this routine where I'll wake up in the morning with a bit of a headache, but there's a solution for that. There's coffee. I have a love-hate with coffee, if you haven't noticed by now. So I'll brew myself a cup and then be nice and rather clear-headed, or clear-headed isn't the right word, awake. Physically jittery, I guess, as coffee makes you, but my brain still feels cloudy. And then around 12 o'clock, I'll suddenly get really tired. So I'll lay down for an hour-long nap, wake up at 1, and have a headache like I need more caffeine. But I know myself, and you've seen me struggle on and off with coffee and caffeine just in general. And I'm like, okay, I can't get into, because the problem is my brain will get very used to a new amount. If I have 2 cups for like 3 days straight, then boom, 2 cups will give me the same amount of energy that 1 cup normally would, and I acclimate very, very quickly. And that's what's scary, because already now, like, I just have had 2 cups of coffee a day for 2 days, I want to say, and already my brain is like, I can feel it now. I can feel a headache start to form. Yesterday I took an ibuprofen because of it. I'm thinking I might have to do that again today. And so I want to go back. I at least want to cut down my tolerance by going a couple days without coffee, which I'm going to, I guess, kind of be forced to do when we go on this trip. So that's fun, but I'm going to have a headache and I'm going to feel very slothy, which I don't want to feel for my first time out in 3 months, you know? And it's also just like you'd think after, or I would think after taking a nap, I would feel better, but I always feel worse. I'm not as physically tired anymore, but mentally it's like, I just want to have a clear mind. You know, the physical feeling of my brain is always something that I feel. And it sounds so nice, and I can remember when I didn't even, like, I didn't care about, like, even just, like, physically feeling my brain. And now it's constant. And it's like, I just want to feel like normal, like, think thoughts. And that's all. And I know that even when I have, like, quit caffeine for, like, a week or so, it still doesn't ever quite feel normal. And I'm like, is this just the way life is? Is it perpetually hearing white noise screaming at you all of the time where you can never focus on anything? I sure hope not. And I don't know what to do. Because even when I take a lot of caffeine, it's like my brain still isn't happy, because then I still feel jittery, but then I start to have a headache because I've had I don't know. This is why I'm never trying hard drugs. It's because I deal with all of this with a cup of coffee. So that's kind of the current state of things. How's your week going? So by the time you see this, I will be on vacay. So that's going to be fun. I hope you have a good week. Thanks for letting me ramble for a little bit. See you soon.